painting to photography, from beadwork to woodworking, KQAL FM on the campus of Winona State University presents Art Beat. Art Beat highlights the work and accomplishments of local artists from in and around Winona. Support for Art Beat is made possible by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund.
Today on Art Beat, we speak with local artists that attended and displayed their art during the Handmade Neighborhood event hosted by the Winona County Historical Center. The Handmade Neighborhood Artisan Market is an event in November put on by Winona artisans to show off the hard work and talent of artists in the Winona County area. Local artists and community members are presented with the opportunity to purchase or sell authentic pieces of art in this weekend event. So if you are interested in getting your hands on authentic one-of-a-kind pieces of art and delicacies, look no further than the Handmade Neighborhood Market. I'm Kenneth Gorosteta, bringing you local artists from the Handmade Neighborhood Artisan Market, today on Art Beat.
I'm Abby Hockey. You're listening to 89.5 KQAL. I am here at the Handmade Neighborhood at the Winona History Center. And so first of all, would you just give me your name and what it is that you're selling here today?
Sure. I'm Jennifer Weaver, and it's a fun event to be a part of. I help organize it as the educator of the History Center, but also make jewelry. So I have some handmade jewelry that I sell as well. So it's always fun to see people at this event and visit with folks, and also do some shopping if I can sneak away as well.
Yeah. How long have you been making your jewelry for?
Oh gosh, I've been making jewelry probably for at least 10 years, probably more. A friend got me into it, and it was just a fun thing to do for myself and others for gifts, but then kind of just kept making it. And I was like, oh, maybe we can try selling it. So it's been doing really well.
That's great. Well, what is your process of making jewelry? Do you because it looks like a lot of metal stuff and things like that. Do you talk me through that process, I guess, a little bit.
Sure, yeah. I know some people do their own molding and things. I don't do that. I don't have a little forge or anything, but I do like to find pieces that are, inspired by nature. So a lot of leaves and twigs and beads that are natural and kind of those earth tones and things like that. So it's fun to kind of go finding and then kind of curate some looks of some pieces. I like to reuse things too. So sometimes I'll find a charm bracelet, turn all the charms into earrings or this and that. But it's just kind of fun to put things together in new ways. Find all the beads in different colors and see what works and what doesn't, and kind of just play with it and just have fun with kind of the creative process. Sometimes I'll have something in mind that I really want to make, so I'll go find things for it. Sometimes, you find something and it kind of triggers some inspiration and you make something from that. So it's kind of a fun process to go through just to get the creative juices flowing and see what we come up with.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite piece here today that you're selling?
Oh gosh, I'm always a sucker for my leaf earrings or the little pine cones, which I'm wearing today. So I'm always inspired by things in nature, especially the forest. And so it's fun to find different styles and different types of metal leaves and work them into earrings and necklaces and that sort of thing.
Yeah. What do you think is the most important part about having an event like the Handmade Neighborhood, and specifically having it here at the Winona History Center? Sure.
Yeah. As somebody who also works with the History Center and works with history, I think it's important to kind of celebrate stuff that's handmade and keep those skills alive. So much of our world is mass-produced, and there's something about something created by an actual human and the care that goes into something that is truly handmade and repurposed, and just the unique creativity and kind of the one-of-a-kind sort of things you get with that. But in turn, like I said, it's really great to kind of foster people who do these time-honored crafts and artistry, and just keep that alive and support that in the community to learn these new skills, or support somebody who's been doing it a lifetime. So,
yeah. Well, thank you very much. I might come back at some point in time, maybe ask you a couple more questions if that's okay. But But yeah, thank you very much. I love the snowflakes.
Thank you.
I'm a sucker for all things snow related, which is good because, living in Minnesota, you kind of have to be.
Winter's coming. Gotta like the snow.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
First of all, tell us your name and what it is that you're selling here today.
Yes, my name is Shelley Daoud. I am from Bound to Be Creative. I hand sew, well, not hand sew, I use a sewing machine and I make hats and bags and fleece gaiters, and I use fabric scraps and make creative cuddles that make really great gifts for little kids. Yeah. I've been doing some sewing probably for the last 15 to 18 years, and I love it. So...
what got you into sewing and making hats and stuff like that?
Well, sewing, my mom taught me how to sew at a very, very early age, and it wasn't until I was looking at stores to try to find a hat for myself. And all of the hats were one size, and I thought I had a giant head because they were too small on me. So I decided to create my own pattern for hats, and I gave the hat to my daughter, and she said, "Mom, this doesn't fit. It's too whatever." And I'm like, "Well, I'll wear it." And I went on vacation somewhere, and everybody's like, "Where did you get that hat? Where did you get that hat?" And I'm like, "I make it." And that's when I started. So Bound to Be Creative was born of the sewing variety. Yes.
How many different kinds of hats do you think that you have created?
That's a really great question. There's probably, I want to say, a good solid 8 to 10 different styles that I have. Some are trial and error that I don't sell anymore, but most of them are like the fleece beanie with the ear flaps. Those are my number one seller online. The Sister Newsboy hat, the cloche hat, the bucket hat of fleece, and the summer bucket hat. What else? The newest variety that I make is the running visor, which is a stretch knit jersey, and it has a nice visor on it. So, and the ear flaps can come down or you can push them up. Great summer hat, spring hat. So, yeah.
Where do you get your scrap fabric? Do you get it from do you recycle it, or do you buy it from fabric stores, or?
Right, great question. So I have a supplier where I get all of my fleece fabric comes from a supplier. I shouldn't say all of that. The fleece comes from a supplier out east that I use, and it's Polartec fleece. So it's really good quality. And a lot of the other stuff I used to buy on fabric.com, and some of the other brushed flannel is the Robert Kaufman brushed flannel, and also the 14-well corduroy that I use in a lot of my hats. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. Would you say you have a favorite piece to make?
Oh, that's a really great question. The favorite one I like to make in the winter is probably the fleece hat with the little visor and the ear flaps. And the other one in the summer, I love to make the bucket hats. Just love to make them. Yeah, because they're so fun because you can twist the brim up and down and whatever. So yeah, that's what I would say. Yeah.
My grandpa had an old fishing bucket hat that he had, and when he passed, I got that from him, and so I wear it all the time. So I love bucket hats, yeah.
Bucket hats, they're fun. Yeah, so versatile. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I see you also have bags here as well.
I do. Yeah, the newest bag that I started to make was the belt bag. So it's adjustable, and you can wear it here and crossbody. So yeah, it's and I use that with just some different styles, and use upholstery fabric. So which gives it it gives it texture. So it's just kind of fun to touch and use and stuff. So yeah.
What do you think that doing handmade neighborhood in places like the Winona County History Center are so important?
I think it draws people together when it's local, especially this time of year. I think it brings the community together, and people can come out and really see the different artisans that are in the area and all the wonderful handcrafted things that people do. And again, it's mothers coming together with their daughters. It's friends meeting here, and in conjunction with the art walk, it's super fun in the town of Winona to do this. So yeah, it brings people together. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. First of all, would you two mind telling me your names and what it is that you're selling here today?
Sure. My name is Deb Nergang.
I'm her husband, Rick.
And we have Deb's Felting and Melting. We do fused glass and needle felting.
So first of all, you guys are husband and wife, as you said. How did you guys get into, like, felting and glasswork, I guess?
Actually, it was more my daughter that got me involved in both of those things. I mentioned one day I might be interested in doing some needle felting, so she got me a kit, and it just kind of took off from there. And then at one point we were on vacation in Door County, and she took me to some place to try some art, so I tried doing some fused glass and became kind of addicted from there. So she was always kind of the artist in the family, and she got me involved in both of those things.
Do you have a favorite thing that you like to felt?
I just felt animals primarily. I like to felt all different kinds of animals because I think that different animals, people like all different kinds of animals. I think people come in here and they request all different kinds of animals, so I try to have a variety. People love anything from the farm animals to wildlife to cats and dogs, so I try to just have a little something for everybody.
Do you do, like, special pieces for people ever?
Occasionally I do get some requests, yes. So, I always say I'll give it a shot.
Because my friend has what is it called? It's a Westie, like a little white dog. So I'm like, this would be perfect for her, honestly. But yeah, do you have, like, a favorite thing that you like to felt most, like something that inspires you?
I like to just kind of give them a creative twist. I think most of my animals today have kind of a Christmas theme. I love to give them stocking hats or Santa hats or have them holding candy canes or Christmas gifts. Sometimes I give them flowers or bow ties, things that make them just a little something special.
Have you done the Handmade neighborhood before?
This is my first time. I'm excited to be here. There are so many talented artisans here, so I'm just amazed that I can be here with them.
I forgot to ask. How long have you been doing this for? Like felting and doing glasswork and stuff like that?
This is my second year doing these types of crafts. So yeah, I'm a newbie at this compared to most of the people here. I'm learning a lot.
They look so cool. And just the fact that they're very well, like, you know how sometimes you try and make something and, like, all of the fibers come apart? They're all very carved together in a very good way. So, yeah, even though you've only been doing this for 2 years, it's so cool. It's so awesome. Yeah, yes. Would you say you enjoy doing one of the crafts more than others?
I love them both, equally. I kind of work on some for a while, and then I take a break and do some of the other, just to kind of try different things. It's kind of nice to do the felting in the winter time because it's just something cozy you can curl up in front of the TV and do. I like them both. I like the glass because it's kind of fun to put them in the kiln and you never quite know what they're going to look like when they come out. So it's kind of a little bit like Christmas. So I like them both.
I just have one more question for you. How long does it usually take you to make either a glass piece or a felted animal?
My felted pieces take between 2 and 3 hours a piece. The glass pieces, it kind of varies. I would say when I work on my glass, I sit out there pretty much all day and I work on maybe 3 or 4 pieces, so it kind of varies. So, yeah, I mean, it is time consuming, but it's so much fun. And, days like today, you see so many people that and everybody's in such a good mood. It's just kind of kicking off the Christmas season. So I love it.
Sweet. And then my last question for you, thank you so much for your time, by the way, is why do you think it is so important for Winona and places like Winona to have these handmade neighborhood-like events?
I think Winona is so known as being an art town. And this just is one more reason for people to come into town and see the talent that exists here. This is just one thing happening today. As I was looking on social media, there's a ton of things happening around town. If somebody wanted to come into town and see all the amazing food there is happening here, all the great stores, all the talent that exists in this area, Winona's the place to be.
I think that it's been obvious watching people that they're really interested in seeing stuff that really was handmade, that they get to meet the artisans, they get to see an authentic piece. I think that it's been obvious that's important to the people here. So, and I'm sure that all of the artisans recognize and appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you guys so much.
Thanks again to Debs Felting and Melting, Bound to Be Creative, and Jennifer Weaver for joining us today on Artbeat. For more information on these artists, check them out in their stores and on social media. For more conversations on art, tune into Artbeat Tuesdays at 12:30 p.m. right here on 89.5 KQAL. Find podcasts of Artbeat and other KQAL shows at kqal.org or the KQAL app.
Artbeat is written and produced by KQAL FM on the campus of Winona State University. Visit us on the web at kqal.org.